Hello there, and welcome to the Random Peasant Gaming channel. I'm Dale, and today we're playing some more Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origins. Well, possibly for the last time, because this is the end. If I sound a little ill, that's because I am, and I'm really sorry if I'm sniffling. But let's get into this, and I hope you enjoy it.
We finally partitioned ourselves off from that vile, obsolete world. We cannot allow them to reestablish the connection from their end. That is why we need to keep monitoring the balance of light and darkness. If it looks like it will crumble, then we inject darkness to reverse the course, or reset the world if need be.
Of course. If I could reset the world. No, that's not enough. I need chaos. Chaos! Chaos there is in this cursed land! This is the one.
Jed, Neon, Sophia. Guiding torch. Setting me up to become chaos. humans don't deserve a future. I'll use their power against them. And the power they fear the most. I'll tear it all down. Everything they hold dear. Only then will I end this ridiculous farce.
Warning. Chaos infection. Warning. Chaos infection. Extraction denied. Extraction denied. Initiate immediate memory erasure and pacification.
Screw you. Screw you all!
Warning. Chaos infection. Warning. Chaos infection.
Decompression in Station 19. Positive ID. Senior Agent Jack Garland.
He's completely corrupted.
But this wasn't in Astos' report.
He's a traitor. That's why.
Contagion confirmed.
Report!
Unknown. Suspected metaphysical anomaly. Corruption spreading.
If this continues, he'll reestablish our link to the old world.
Then we have no choice. Reset it.
I see no other option.
Activating dimensional crystal matrix. Preparing to initiate world reboot.
Agent Jack Garland, can you hear me?
Clear as day.
The station you're in is infected. We're going to reinitialize it along with the old world. We've got no other choice.
Who do you think you are?
He's unintelligible.
Likely due to chaos corruption.
Jack, acknowledge.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
Dimensional crystal matrix ready. Standing by.
Do it.
Activating.
You arrogant bastards! Wanna play God? I won't let you! I'll rip that power from your hands and make it my own!
Jack, stop!
You bastards don't deserve the right to play God! I'll smash the light till only darkness remains!
What is that?
Analyzing.
You're wasting your time. This soul is mine to devour. A feast fit for chaos! Now I'll swallow you whole, and even those damn fiends will kneel to me as their lord! I know who you are.
I am Darkness Manifest, the sum of the world's fears. You stand before despair given form. You stand before chaos.
Shut up! The mantle of chaos is mine! I claim your darkness as my own!
Ambition. Good. Now show me that you are worthy. Bear your soul to me.
You asked for it. Just don't flinch from what you see. As your plans turn to dust! Don't misunderstand me. You're going to die. The darkness inside me will swallow you whole. Eternity of despair will do that to you. We're only just getting started! That darkness and rage will be mine! This is...
Jack, let's talk this out. What do you want?
It's not enough. It's still not enough. Can't be. Time for a change. All right. No.
Explain yourself, Jack. No!
Shut up, asshole! Stand back and witness the birth of chaos! Then watch as your plans turn to dust! Don't misunderstand. You're going to die. The darkness inside me will swallow you whole. An eternity of despair will do that. But I need more. We're only just getting started! No! Perfect. All that darkness and rage will be mine! Time for a change. Cornelia doesn't need Lufidia's darkness. I alone am more than enough to drown the land in shadows.
Cease this foolishness. Eliminate the target.
Murder can be less one of you arrogant bastards sounds like a fine idea. You're one of those gods. I hope you're ready to die. Almost. Just a little uncurtained walls. Ash. Dead. Leon. Sophia. Astos. Don't worry. Now the end is here. I'll kill them all. All right.
clearance to isolate and detach Station 19. Control is to be transferred to the next station.
Agent Garland, you are hereby discharged. Goodbye, Jack. Lufenia thanks you for your service.
You give Central a message of resignation for me. You'll never cast off your shackles to the old world. Not as long as you continue to flush your darkness into Cornelia. So I'll bide my time, gather my strength, and use that link to return someday. Mark my words, I'll be back to wipe all of you from existence. I'll burn your precious Lufenia to the ground!
That is absurd.
You saw the power I now wield!
Chaos, unpredictable, uncontrollable, while our technology advances by the day.
While you're down there, Jack, do remember to keep an eye out for the Warriors of Light. Balance is everything. Champions will arise one day to bring you low.
What the hell do you know about Cornelia? Here's a tip. There's no such thing as the Warriors of Light. They're just empty hopes, false dreams, childish fantasy. Who knows more about what makes a warrior of light than us? I get it now. Hey, boss. Don't bother sending any more strangers.
What are you talking about? What's so funny?
Answer us!
Not a chance! The reset was successful. This was all part of our plan, wasn't it, Ash? Sorry, Jed. It was never a mercy to forget. You are right. And I should have listened. Sorry to get you mixed up in all of this. Thanks for sticking with us till the end. Sophia, this is our world now. I won't let those bastards use it as their plaything. Those of you who love Cornelia, never give up hope. The Warriors of Light will come one day.
Welcome home.
Don't you think it's a little dark in here?
We're storing it all here for now. It's still about 2,000 years before the reign of our friend, the King.
We wove the threads of darkness to pull you back through time.
Lufenia's tentacles can't reach us here.
You're in a good mood.
I've got a fun plan.
Do tell.
We'll train the Warriors of Light ourselves.
Interesting.
How?
The Warriors of Light will be born in Cornelia. Just like you were, Neon.
Of course. They're Cornelia's hope after all. Makes sense they'd be from there.
Hope. Despair. Lufenia won't dictate these terms to anyone anymore. I've been wondering, when did you all start scheming to turn me into chaos?
He's good.
Better than good. Only Jack can fight like that.
Glad to see he's back. Took long enough.
What?
Our memories are fragmented, incomplete. But then we started putting all the pieces together.
It was touch and go there for a while. We'd have never figured it out without those hints Astos gave us.
Though there were some unplanned sacrifices.
And yet we pulled it off. Kudos to the brilliant mastermind behind it all.
Mastermind. Astos, I want you to be my accomplice. With your help, we may be able to change things next time.
Be safe, Jack. May the crystal's blessing be with you, always.
Sarah, I'd like you to have this.
But... this is very special to you. You've never even let me touch it before.
A friend gave me some advice once. He said, you've got to be crazy if you want to change the world.
And is that what this is? Crazy?
Perhaps, but it's only the beginning.
Then what happens next?
Let's see. How about I spirit you away to my dark castle?
Father will send his armies.
Oh, I won't stand a chance. But the Lord of Chaos might. Maybe I should change jobs.
Then the Warriors of Light will come.
They're welcome to.
okay, that's the end. Holy fuck. That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Great, great ending. There's so much, so much I want to say about this. Firstly, there was a cutscene that it didn't let me record, which is fucking annoying. Which basically showed Garland sitting on his throne looking badass as shit, and the Warriors of Light basically opening the door. You see their silhouette, and it was really fucking dope as shit. But if anyone that doesn't know, because it happens, this game, the whole game is the setup of the very first antagonist of the first Final Fantasy game, which, like I said, everyone that was kind of going into this, they even said it in the trailers, it's the story of the original villain. So it's great to kind of see that he's more than just like a one-dimensional, which, not in a rude way to the writing of the first game, they kind of were one-dimensional-ish villains back then, where it's just like, I am a bad guy, ha ha ha. But now we've obviously got this crazy amount of depth to him, finding that he's kind of like Aizen from Bleach, where it's like, all of it's part of my plan. And that's absolutely incredible, to the point that you're starting to think, well, what's going to happen next? You know, are they going to redo the first game? Because I mean, I feel like I so want them to so badly. I was going to say they have to, but obviously no one has to. But oh my god, it'd be so good if they could like retcon the first game again and kind of show Garland and his fiends as, you know, like more than, you know, keeping to the relatively with the original story, which I'll explain a little bit of in a second. But it'd be good to see, you know, Garland maybe revealing to them that I had to be this great evil so you guys could exist, and, you know, just that him and Princess Sarah are essentially in love, and they get to be together. I know it's just a soppy ending, but I mean, bro, we rarely have any fucking Final Fantasy games with like a genuinely amazing. I mean, they all got good endings, but they're not all necessarily the happiest. So but they're real, and they really hit you in the feels. Like 15 was devastating to me. But it was amazing. You know, it was a great ending. Now I know great ending might be a bit of a stretch for some, because there was a whole load of problems with the game. You know, they were meant to send out, you know, make a happier ending for the DLC and all that jazz. But you know, enough about that game. Let me talk to you a little bit about the first Final Fantasy game's ending. So I'm going to read it straight from the Wikipedia. So if it sounds like I'm reading from a script, it's kind of because I am. So this is what it says. It says, Garland was the best knight of the kingdom who gained respect through his power and skill. Sorry, I'm a little bit ill. That's not part of the script. But he became corrupted by power and abducted Princess Sarah, fleeing to the Chaos Shrine. He demanded the king of Cornelia hand over the kingdom to him in exchange for Sarah's life, which we now know is complete bullshit, because it's not bullshit, but he loves Sarah, obviously, so he wouldn't kill her anyways. Anyways, the Warriors of Light travel to the shrine, where they defeat Garland and rescue Sarah. Afterwards, the warriors travel the world to fight the four fiends of chaos, which obviously are our friends, that had drained the crystals of their power. The power of the crystals the fiends had drained was funneled into the dark crystal in the Chaos Shrine, which is obviously the ending of this game, is at the Chaos Shrine, where Jack says it's a little dark in here. Anyways, after that happens, it opens a portal to the past. With the crystals restored, the Warriors of Light are told the fiends were sent from 2,000 years in the past, and their master is still in that time. Using the Dark Crystal, the warriors travel to the past, defeat the fiends again, and find Garland alive. Garland tells the Warriors of Light that the power of the four fiends in the present sent him to the past when he was on the brink of death after his defeat, the first time they fought. Garland sent the four fiends in the past to the present. By doing this, Garland has created a time loop that would allow him to live forever. Garland absorbs the fiend's power and transforms into chaos to do battle with the heroes. He is then defeated and the time loop is broken, restoring the land. The epilogue states that the restored Garland will await the Warriors of Light as they travel back to the present though it is unclear if he has reformed into the honourable knight he once was. Right, so that's everything that the Wikipedia says about the end of the first game. But obviously now we have to then think about what's going to actually happen, you know, for our characters, because, you know, Garland, sorry, isn't just this bad guy, you know. If he's defeated, because obviously now he's separated Cornelia, that, you know, that world, from the Luthenians, even though the Luthenians are like not bad guys in the first game, I think if I'm right, they're trying to help the Warriors of Light. I haven't actually played the first game. I've watched a playthrough, so I don't know if you remember us saying, but I'm not really a fan of turn-based games, and this is like the OG. But I did watch the whole thing originally on YouTube back in the day. It's too long ago for me to remember everything completely, but I just want to know what happens next, you know, because Garland becoming good, you know, that it's implied in the ending of the first game. Does that mean he gets to live with Sarah? You know, do Ash, Jed, Neon, and Sophia, do they all come back as well? Because it says that, you know, he absorbs the power. I can't remember if they die, but where it's like a time loop and him kind of coming back to life and all that kind of stuff. It's incredible. You know, I want to know what happens. You know, if there's no balance of the darkness, what's going to happen? You know, is there going to be another darkness that rises? You know, and it's not going to be Garland. I know that outside of Final Fantasy 1, Garland appears a whole heap, and in particular Dissidia, you know, which was I loved the absolute crap out of Dissidia. Obviously, it was the first like Final Fantasy game that was like pure action, and it had all the characters. So I got to play like my favorite characters from, you know, Cloud and Sephiroth and the guys from 8 and obviously number 1 and number 4, Final Fantasy 1 and 4. You know, got to play all those characters and get introduced to new Final Fantasy characters. It was great. Sorry, now thinking back to it, there's so many more Final Fantasies that I like 9 and 10, and then there was, I think it was 13? No, 12. It was 12. I never actually got to get into 13. My mates all did, but, you know, I digress. But in all those games with Garland, he's kind of, you know, Dissidia, he has a little more depth than what he used to have. You know, he's kind of seen as this, like Sephiroth in a sense, you know, it's like a fallen hero, but he just feels like he's got a bit more depth than Sephiroth. Like Sephiroth just kind of goes off the rails, where Garland, he's doing it for a greater reason, and which is what we found out in this game. So it goes to show that he's essentially an anti-hero. He has to be the darkness to keep balance, and that's it's absolutely incredible. I just really want them to carry it on. It will be great. It'll be so great. Everyone who's most probably played and completed it most probably wants it to be carried on. But that'll be enough of me waffling about the ending and that kind of stuff. But sorry, there is a couple of things that I do want to point out, kind of like a semi kind of review, I guess. Gameplay, amazing. But pros of it, I would say, gameplay was amazing. You know, with the soul break mechanic and the takedowns, they were absolutely so fun. You know, all the job class systems, a little overwhelming, but I would say that's still a pro. The music was incredible. It was great to kind of see, or hear, sorry, you know, old renditions like have been remastered and stuff, and hearing those old songs kind of all like remixed and, you know, redone, and it's just great, you know, from when you originally hear them in like their original kind of 8-bit sound, 8-bit, whatever it was sounding theme songs, and then hearing it all like kind of full out with like a full orchestra, or, you know, just the new technology and production behind it. That's not the point. The music was absolutely amazing. A couple of things that I do want to say that I wasn't too fond of, you know, like the job system was kind of a little overwhelming, and it wasn't, you know, maybe I'm just an idiot, but yeah, it's a little bit hard to follow. The graphics were the hardest kind of pill to swallow, because I personally feel Neo 2, which was also on the base PS4, looked a lot better. I do also kind of feel like the gameplay from Neo 2 was a bit better, a little bit more deeper than this, which is fine. So I do, So yeah, I'm a little bit miffed. It's kind of, it comes under a con, but this gameplay still was absolutely amazing. I would also say that the voice acting was really good. Script, the script is Final Fantasy. Let's be real. So, it's going to be kind of a little bit cheesy and a little bit out there and a little bit like bullshit, and just walks away. They obviously, you could tell that the guys at Square Enix are trying to cross over that anime kind of esque vibe where people just look at each other and go and to the live action. So I think they've got it. I think it's as good as a balance as it's going to get for now. But story, that was definitely great. It was at first quite complicated, and time loops and time paradoxes never really, they're sometimes, for me being not the smartest, is they're a little bit difficult to kind of follow. But I think this game did a very, very good job explaining it. Other than that, I think that's literally everything. I don't really want to let the game go, if I'll be honest. I mean, I know I've still got more stuff to do, and I might upload some footage of me not sucking, getting to actually flex with some like level 300 gear. I think that's the max level. But I'm not too fussed. It was mainly just showing me run through the game and getting to enjoy the story with whoever's watching. And I do hope you enjoyed it. Otherwise, it is now time for me to move on, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.
Explain yourself. No!
Shut up, asshole! Stand back. This sucks.